Welcome to the Designated Drinkers Podcast. Sit back and enjoy the ride.
So you can shut the fuck up, you punk ass bitch!
Watch your profanity.
Hey everybody, welcome to the... Oh, did you want to say that?
I was gonna say, if I have to like burp or cough,
Just... yeah,
you can hear that.
barely. I can cut that out too.
So I just go like,
No, don't lift the mic up because
Yeah,
we don't have
no.
any...
Right.
You don't have a... What's it called? Yeah.
Thingamajig.
You don't have a this thing.
yeah, I want one of those. $30?
No. These are like $5.
No, for like
How
that
many
whole
of these
setup.
did you get?
Two. Well, I got one for me,
Mm-hmm.
and then it never came. So I called them.
What does that do?
It prevents... So, me tapping this...
Oh, it kind of
It,
suspends it. It's like a shock absorber.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a shock mount. So
Cool.
what it does is it absorbs a lot of the noise. So it's not as bad when we're doing
Yeah,
this
this is
shit.
bad.
Yes, it is. And if you tap yours, just like he did.
Yeah,
So,
wow.
totally different. Yeah, so it picks
What
it
a
up. It
difference.
picks it all up. So yeah, it's better. Oh, hey, I was supposed to say, hey, welcome to the Designated Drinkers Podcast, but Nick distracted me. Oh, hey, by the way, Nick, you're here.
Hey,
Welcome back.
thank you.
And we're also joined by
Darian.
Darren.
You caught me in mid-drink.
I
I
caught
was
him
like,
mid-drink.
oh god, this is happening.
It's all good. It's all good. But welcome to the Designated Drinkers Podcast. You have just been filled in by our lovely voices. So, anyways,
Smooth.
right. So, anyways, I have bugs on my face.
Get them off.
Legitimately, I have an issue where. So I went to the dermatologist because I have this like shit on my face. You know, like it's like
Yeah.
little pimples and shit, and I was like, this
Yeah.
is weird. What's going on with my face? I'm getting married soon,
Yeah.
and
You don't need makeup.
yeah, I don't want makeup because
Fuck
that's
it.
weird.
Own it.
But anyways, no, dude, fucking Lifetime pictures. Fuck that. So I'm going
Yeah,
to the. I went
that's
to
why
the
you look good.
dermatologist, and they looked at my face, and they said that I have mites on my face.
Lights.
Yeah, and I freaked out, and she's like, "Well, don't worry about it. It's not as big of a deal as you think it is." And I was like, "Well, they're fucking up my face, so it is a big deal to me."
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, "Well, okay, yeah. It's not a big deal. Like everybody has them in their
It's a
face.
medium deal.
You
But
just have
she said-
more?
yeah, I guess it's a congregation that's like building up in my face.
Tell the
And-
mite church to get the hell off your
Right,
head.
so she gave me some like cream and shit that I had to put in my face. The thing is, this happened like a month and a half ago,
Oh
and
shit.
it went away for the most part, and it's fucking coming back again.
Did you
So
like
I have to
skip
go
a
to
day?
the dermatologist. No, I mean I stopped altogether because she said do this for 3 weeks.
So that might be the reason why it's back.
But that's the thing, though. I should
Those are
do
some
that.
strong ass mites.
That cream that she gave that I had to buy
Mhm.
was $150.
That's why.
Yeah, so I prefer not to have to deal with that.
That's why. Because you use that. It's like when you use what is it? Acne shit. Like you use it and it's gone. And let's say you skip a day or two. And next thing you know, it's back with a vengeance.
Yeah. It's kind of like taking your antibiotics for half the time.
Yeah, except she told me to do it for 3 weeks, and I did it consistently for 3 weeks, in the morning and at night, and it went away for the most part, and then it came back. What I have been doing, though, is I've been washing my face, like, nonstop, like, at least 4 times a day.
You
Like, at
might be
work.
breaking out because of that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It could just be a regular breakout.
Maybe.
It could be.
Well, the thing about it is, it started happening again, so I started washing my face more often,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden, my face was fucking clear as shit, and now it's
Okay.
back. But then again, I did just do a bunch of outside work, so maybe that irritated my face.
Yeah, dude.
I don't
it's
know.
Probably
It's annoying. I'm annoyed. My face is broken out, and it pisses me off.
there's a shit. It's really cheap. You can buy it. It's called 1006.
What is that?
It's actually spelled out like 1006. It's a facial astringent, but I feel like it should be outlawed.
Why?
Because it's so strong.
Ah.
Like, it will suck everything out of your face, but it burns like crazy. And it's you just it's like a little bottle. You just put it on a cotton swab, and then you just kind of rub your head and do that. Cotton swab will be black by the time you're done.
Ooh.
But it dries the shit out of your face because there's so much alcohol in it.
Yeah.
So
Ashley has these like wipes that are like alcohol wipes, but
you could use those too.
you know, he talks louder on the phone than he does on this fucking podcast, and I want to kill him for it.
Because this is a microphone versus a phone. You're like, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I guess so. Like, I can fucking hear you, Darian. This is how you should be talking on the podcast.
Hello? Yes. Can you hear me?
Mima, is that you? Either way,
No, it's good to talk to you again. Hey, how's the kids?
that's exactly what how he's talking.
Then he comes
right
on
now.
here. He's like,
Then he comes on here and he's like, so
I
the podcast is it's
I
good.
like being on the podcast.
Hey, Darian, how's your week been?
Oh,
It's good. It's
very
good.
good.
What have you been up to? Nothing.
Hang on, guys. I got a phone call. Hello? Yeah. No, you can deliver the couch on Wednesday. Wednesday.
That is our Darian impersonations. God, dude, that was good. I was watching this documentary. It's not a documentary. So apparently there is a skating competition. But have you ever heard of the magazine Thrasher?
Kind of.
Yeah, me too. Well, I was on YouTube. No, I was on Facebook, and then I saw these guys doing this like trick where it's a ramp, and then in the middle, it's like a setup ramp, in the middle of like nowhere, and then they have a pipe that's just sticking out of it. And these guys were going down and then jumping and then essentially doing like skids on the fucking like metal pipe, and it was like a 4-foot pipe.
Okay.
And they were doing it and then like, flying up in the air and then like landing.
That's awesome.
And then it's a competition though. So what they did is they made the pipe bigger. So they went from I think it started at 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet, and I think it went up to like 10 feet or something like that.
I feel like you have to get a lot of speed up.
Yeah. So these fucking guys are like ramping on this shit and like fucking flying and like it's crazy. I mean, I think it might have gone up to like 8 feet. I want to say.
Still, that's a
Yeah,
long
it's a
rail.
fucking it's really really tall. And the thing is, the one guy, the producer, when they were like recording him, he's like, the only thing we're kind of afraid of is if one of these guys just shoots straight up in the air and comes back down, they might impale themselves on the pipe. So we just want to be real careful about that.
Right.
So, anyways, let's get going. And I'm like,
Disclaimer.
I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, but it's a skating show called fuck. Oh, God damn it, I forgot the name of it. But I ended up like. I spent like 2 hours watching these guys skate, and it's fucking amazing. And it happens every year. And what these guys, it's like 3 crews of like the best pro skaters in like the U.S. or the world or whatever, and they get this booklet of all these tricks that they have to do, and you know they're doing them as they're traveling 13 days throughout the country, and then in the booklet itself as well, like besides the tricks. There's also shit to fuck with other like teams, like go up to them behind them and like push them, do like you know like the chair sit where like somebody goes behind you and the other person pushes you.
Yeah.
Like do that. Some of the fucking miscellaneous shit was gross to like eat a team player's toenail. And the thing is, you don't have to do any of them, but to get the most points, they
You
do.
have to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and some of these guys, some of that shit was nasty. Like one of it was like
What
like,
network was this
drink
on?
your own. It's on YouTube. It's all on
Oh,
YouTube.
okay.
It's like drink your own piss.
Oh, come on.
And the thing is, I guess all of the miscellaneous tasks were inspired by other skaters that have done the competition. So yeah, dude, it was awesome. And then the last episode,
I wonder who
watched-
inspired them to drink their own piss.
I know, right? It's weird, but
It's like, oh
the
yeah,
la-
piss drinking
the last
Billy
one-
over here.
the
He
last
does it
one I
all the time.
watched was Get Married. So 2 skaters got married. Right,
Wow.
it's some fucking. It's like in Reno. They got married at some fucking place, and they're like, we're just gonna get it annulled in like 24 hours.
That's so stupid.
It's funny. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
So right now, I don't know if that was the end of the topic, but
No, you go ahead, man.
right now I got a
talking.
random text from my dad. Sheffield, Tapierist, disgusted by drunk hedge sex.
Drunk hedge sex.
Drunk
Yes.
hedge
Was it-
sex.
Hold up. Let's see if we can figure it out.
Okay.
What do you think, Nick? What is it? Is it? I think it was 2 people fucking on
In somebody's hedges
on somebody's hedges.
while they were drunk.
Yes.
That's what it sounds like to me.
And Tapierist? What the fuck is a tapierist?
I think it's one of the professional people that cut designs into hedges,
Oh, okay.
like a giraffe, or elephant, or I don't know.
Oh wow, what is that noise? Hang
It's a
on.
helicopter. I was
Damn it.
also
I think it
sending
was
a
my
text.
phone.
That could have been it too.
Yeah, watch your phones around the equipment.
Isn't that weird?
It picks up some weird.
Isn't that weird?
feedback,
You
yeah.
can't hear anything when you just have your phone, but if you have more technology around,
Yeah,
that's when you
Is
hear
it
all the radio
tape
waves.
artist or topiarist.
Topiarist.
That's definitely topiarist.
One skilled in topiary gardening, so it's a hedge trimmer.
Yeah.
Somebody that trims hedges in a
It cuts it
in a
into
fancy
designs.
manner.
So wait,
Oh,
who's,
it was fucking hedges that were banging. So it was the sign of people banging.
was it hedges that were having sex?
You guys want me to tell you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
All right, so there's a picture of the hedge. It looks like a naked woman.
Okay.
But the first I guess, sentence of this is, Topiarist says he's having to make regular repairs to his hedge due to drunk people pretending to have sex with it.
Oh, damn. We were way off.
People having sex with a hedge. That's fucked up.
Ah, that's funny.
Heard of bestiality, but this is like
So it's like a horse or like an animal
No,
with fake bang in it. That's
Exactly.
fucking funny.
that is funny.
That is
Come on.
funny. That's hilarious.
If it's a hedge of a naked woman, that's funny.
Yeah.
He's disgusted.
No, it was the whole hedge was body and everything of a naked woman.
He shouldn't be disgusted.
But
You
it
know
was-
the funny thing is,
He did it.
I looked up topiarist
Mm-hmm.
and I found the article by the Telegraph and
Ah.
the Independent, and here's a picture right there.
Yeah.
It's like life size. It's like an average sized
Yeah.
tall woman.
Yeah.
And
So
people,
I'm
drunk
not
people were
surprised.
having sex
yeah.
with
Of
it.
course.
I'm not surprised people are trying to have sex with it. It's your fault, man.
Yeah, it's absolutely his fault.
Yes. You guys vent. I'm not vent. Vamp. I'm gonna look at my topics for the day.
All right.
So
what were we talking about before we turned it on?
Nicole pissed me off today,
Why is that?
like all fucking day. So like a week
it was
ago.
one of those days.
So like a week ago, she just tells me, "Hey, you're going to this fair thing." I'm just like, "Why?" I hate that. And I'm just like, I was like, "All right, fine." So then Carla tells me, "Hey, we got podcasts." I was like, "Okay." I'm thinking to myself, well, we go to this stupid fair thing during the day, come back, I go to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like 4 days ago. I tell Nicole, "Hey, honey, podcast is this weekend." And she just goes, "Oh, well, then you could just stay home then." I was like, "Why?" I'm just like, we can go to the fair thing, and then I can go to do this after.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't say anything for the rest of the day. So,
Oh no, I hate
That's what
that.
I'm saying. I hate that shit.
Listen to this. This morning comes around. I'm laying in bed because I fell asleep out in the chair. So I was like, "Fuck this! I'm going back to the bed." Plus, they were watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, so fuck that shit.
You
And-
couldn't. I would have stayed up for that.
The Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
And so I'm laying in there. I'm actually, instead of going to sleep, I'm playing my fucking phone games. And she comes in and is like, "Hey," it was like, what was it, 9:30. She goes, "Hey, do you got to take a shower?" I was like, "Probably." Why? She was like, "Oh, well, we're going to go out to the fair thing. It's going to be about an hour before we get there." I was like, "How long are you planning to stay out there?" "Oh, well, it's to support my sister, blah, blah, blah." I'm just like, I'm thinking maybe 3-4 hours. You're looking to close this fair out at like 11, 12 at night.
Wait, like a fair? What is her
Like-
sister
Which fair
doing?
is this?
It's like a Twinsburg fair thing. Like it's like
What
the
is she doing though?
horse riding.
Oh, okay.
They're not riding horses at 8:30 at night.
And I'm just like, you're looking to spend like 8 to 10 hours at this fair.
Uh huh.
I'm looking to spend like 3 to 4 hours because I'm bored as hell. If I'm spending all day at a fair, I'm going to know where everything's at. You want some good lemonade where they don't put a shot in? So you're going to go past that big barbecue place down there and you're going to ask for right there kind of thing. I'm going to know that fair by the back of my hand by the time I'm done with probably about 3 hours.
You'd be
Yeah.
the tour guide for all the
Yeah, I'd be like,
incoming
"Hey, what you?"
patrons.
I'd be like, big burly black guy. I'd be like, "Hey man, what you looking for? You looking for some good barbecue? All right, you're gonna go past the first 2 barbecue places, and then you're gonna turn left, and then you're
Say
gonna get
hi
it.
to Ron John. He's a fucking great guy, but do not buy his barbecue because it's fucking shit.
Exactly.
By the way, if you go to the third place, it's a little salty when you get the mesquite barbecue pork. So you want to skip that one.
So what I should have done today, I'm kicking myself in the ass, was like when she first told me this, when we had a small argument, she was like, fine, just stay home. I should have been like, all right, I'm just going to stay home. I should have just been like, fuck it, I'm going to stay home. I'm going to have myself like a me day, just play some video games, maybe go see a movie. I was already thinking about that too. But then my dumb ass decided to be like, no, I'm going to go.
That's called essentially marriage, Darian.
Yeah,
Married.
yeah.
Basically it, man.
Yeah, no, I got that. Because
You're
I was thinking to
married.
myself, I was like, well, I might as well go see Ellie, be happy and all that jazz. So
Yeah.
I'm going. I was like,
parent in
I'm going there for Ellie, not for Nicole.
Oh, before I forget, and before we get too far into the podcast, let's do our icebreaker questions.
Ah,
Yeah, so what we do...
so fuck Nicole.
She doesn't listen, does she?
Nope, didn't care if she did anyways.
He's talking about Tom's Nicole.
Nope, fuck
Oh,
it.
that's right.
My Nicole, fuck her, fuck this day, and fuck that. I was pissed off all goddamn day. So fuck it,
All right, so for our new listeners...
fuck you, Nicole.
Our icebreaker questions are it's super simple. What we do is we ask ourselves questions from a list of questions that I found on the internet because I'm a loser. Yeah, get that fucking phone away from the mic, god damn it.
I'm getting the timer ready, motherfucker.
So we ask each other questions from the internet, they're icebreaker questions, and then we're on a timer and we answer as quickly as possible. So Nick, you're gonna go first because you haven't been here in a minute.
All right, sounds good.
Alrighty.
We do a minute, right?
Yeah, we do a minute.
Okay.
So tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
No, read the first question, then I press
Yeah,
start.
yeah. What book/movies have you read or seen lately?
Read.
Most recent movie. Don't ask me about books. Most recent movie I watched was L.A. Confidential.
Oh, what's that?
Hold
It's on
I'm gonna
Netflix.
pause it.
Oh, okay. No,
Oh.
don't pause it. Let's keep going.
Go.
It's on Netflix,
Oh, okay.
and it has Russell Crowe and Kevin Spacey. And
We'll talk about it more about it after this.
Sure.
Okay. What's the worst job you've ever worked at?
Worst job I ever worked was probably. I have a lot of bad jobs.
You want to skip it?
Yeah, skip it.
We can go back to it. What's your earliest childhood memory?
Waking up on the 4th of July at night because the fireworks are going off and I start crying.
What's your favorite sport?
Baseball.
If you go to any city or country in the world, where would you go?
Any city or country in the world?
Yeah. First, top of your head.
Ireland.
Ireland. I'm going to ask you two more. If you were forced to give up one of your senses, which one would you choose?
Sight.
Really?
Maybe smell.
Why sight? Sight's
Smell.
like
Yeah,
the best.
why would-
Smell.
Well, if you're giving up smell, you're also giving up taste.
Fine.
Would it be? I mean, it's taste and smell are different senses.
Yeah, but your smelling sense
It'll affect my taste.
affects your
but
tastes, your taste
I can
buds.
still kind of taste.
If you had a chance to talk to any person who is now living, who would it be?
Who's not living?
Who is now living,
Like alive.
alive? I don't know. These questions are phrased weirdly.
Steven Spielberg.
If your house caught on fire, which three objects would you save? Objects, not family, because I know you would
Obviously,
pick your
you
wife
saved
and
the
kid.
family. My gun. My favorite leather jacket. And my pillow.
Your pillow. Is it that good of a pillow?
No, but it's my pillow.
That's the name of the episode. It's my pillow, by the way.
It's my pillow.
And the last one. Are you more of a morning or night person?
Night.
All right,
That's
Darian.
the fastest answer.
Right?
What's your? It's your turn. And then I'm gonna ask. What's this show about, real quick?
This show here now.
The LA.
No, not our
Oh,
show.
L.A. Confidential
Yeah.
movie. It's really good. It's just a cop detective murder mystery with like thriller thing. Came out in 98 or 99.
98.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's an old show.
It's an old
not
movie.
something new.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a movie.
It's a movie.
Okay.
Get your shit together, Carlo.
I thought it
Come
was a
on.
show. My
well,
bad.
it said movie.
It came out in 98, but it takes place in the 50s. Really cool movie. You should watch it.
Yeah, I might give
Really
it a
good.
try. All right, it's
It won
it's
Oscars.
your turn, Darian. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. What's your favorite TV show? Brockmeyer.
Oh shit. Letterkenny at the moment.
Letterkenny. I don't get that show. What's your favorite food and your least favorite?
Pizza and cheesy potatoes.
What's your most memorable birthday?
Skip.
What was your most embarrassing moment?
Skip.
Do you have any hobbies? What are they?
Video games. That's about it.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
Baseball player.
Do you have any exciting plans that you're looking forward to?
Besides being in your wedding, nothing.
Oh, there you go.
I'm a boring person.
What is the one thing that always makes you laugh?
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty's hilarious. And would you rather be a tiny elephant or a giant rodent? That's a great question.
Oh, out of
So
time.
tiny elephant or giant rodent.
It just reminded me of the
I'd
Looney
probably go
Tunes-
giant
The
rodent.
Looney Tunes episode where there was a tiny elephant walking around throughout town, and it would drive people nuts because it was a tiny elephant. Have you guys ever seen that?
No.
Oh my god, it's amazing. And then there's like a news anchor, and it's like the end of the episode or whatever. And he's like, "And in other news, there is supposedly a tiny elephant walking around town." That's hilarious. And then the tiny elephant starts walking through his screen, and he looks at it. He's like, "What? Is anybody seeing this?" And he goes like cartoon crazy. He's like, "Ah!" Yeah, it's really funny to me.
It's
love
actually
Looney
pretty
Tunes.
funny.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Looney Tunes, but it was a cartoon. I know that. I'm pretty sure it was Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes has to be the most classic.
I think I read
Comedy.
somewhere they're just going to try to bring it back.
They can't bring
They
it back.
cannot bring that
they
back.
cannot
They
bring
will
it. It's
ruin
the
Looney
most
Tunes.
politically
It's-
incorrect
That's
cartoon
what I
ever made.
That's what I read.
Bugs Bunny wearing a dress still was the one thing I was
Yep.
like, that's hot. I mean, I'm just saying. Lola Bunny, on the other hand.
Lola. Oh god.
I like it when Bugs Bunny dressed up like an engine.
Oh,
would jump
yeah.
around.
That's right. That show was so culturally
Oh
insensitive.
my
But
god!
it was the best.
It was
They didn't
so
give a
good.
shit back then.
You know what was
nobody-
my other favorite show?
Hmm.
Three Stooges.
Oh yeah.
I would
They
sit
were
with my
very
grandfather.
politically incorrect.
Yes,
But
I would
it
sit
was-
with my grandfather, and we would watch Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, and the Three Stooges every night before I went to bed. It was my favorite memory of me hanging out with
That's
them.
awesome.
And then right before I went to bed, like it was weird, but like he would like rub my back to make me go to bed, essentially, and then he would pinch me, and I would like that. I would like him like pinching my back, and I would just pass the fuck out, and he would stop and get up, and I was like, Grandpa, don't stop, keep going. I haven't gone to bed yet.
They probably did that when you were a
He-
baby, and that's
Yeah, the funny thing is, I was just talking to him, and he told me that, and I had totally blanked about it,
Uh-huh.
and it made me laugh so hard. Another story, and we'll go back to these questions.
Yeah.
I was talking to Reverend Jess from the Church Absurd podcast, and we did an episode with them. It's really funny, and we were talking about my high school, not my high school, my middle school when I first came to this country, and he was the first person that I ever talked to.
Huh.
Yeah, man. He was the first person that ever talked to me.
awesome.
And we were talking for a little bit, and he mentioned a story, and he said that, and this is for our listeners that haven't heard this, but he told me that when I arrived the country, they were trying to figure out a way, because I didn't speak any English, so they were
Yeah.
trying to figure out a way to talk to me. And the only thing that they thought about was, do you guys remember that Budweiser commercial? What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up? Yeah, that. So apparently what they did was everybody started doing what's up, and I guess I started doing what's that. So like it was a bunch of like kids doing that, and then like a little foreign kid, and there was this brother, because I went to a Catholic church. It was brother John Michael, God rest his fucking soul. But he was a bit of a stickler. He goes up to one of the sisters, and he looks at them and goes, "They are ruining that boy. He should not be talking to them." It was so funny to me.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, man, it was really good.
Ruining
Here.
Priceless.
You do the timer.
All right,
Alrighty.
okay. Ready?
Yeah, go ahead. Ready for Freddy and ain't waiting on bacon.
All right. What's the
Ready for
strangest
Freddy.
thing you've ever eaten when you were on vacation?
Guinea pig.
Oh God. What?
I'm sure it tastes.
Keep going.
If you had to be a vegetable, which one would you be and why?
A cucumber.
Yeah, buddy.
Huh? And why?
Mm-hmm.
It's implied.
If you had the chance to meet any historical figure, who would you choose and why?
Fuck, dude.
Just go with
Who
Hitler.
would I? Abraham Lincoln.
Fuck it, do Hitler.
Mhm.
And why?
Why?
Just to tell him not to go to that theater.
Yeah.
And then
It's a shitty show.
No,
anyway.
you can't do
and
that.
And then I would tell him to put a couple of a couple $100 in bonds for me
Back then.
back then. So then that way, when
You
I
have
got them,
millions.
I have billions of dollars.
All right, which season are you? Fall, winter, spring, or summer?
I'm a bit of a winter kind of person. I love the winter.
If you were stuck on a desert island, what 3 items would you take with you?
Oh fuck! I was gonna say my Kindle because I could read all my books, but
Okay.
All right, come on.
I don't know if it would be that.
3 items.
A survival guide.
Survival guide.
Yes.
One of your 3 items will teach you how to use your survival items.
A survival guide. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I survive.
Okay.
Like kind of like the book of the Pi. You
The
know,
Life of Pi.
The Life of Pi, because that made sense.
Mm-hmm.
Not really. And I would say a tent.
That's a good one.
No,
yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. And a cell phone.
You're going to bring everything that can't work after a day and a half.
No, I'm saying I just said a Kindle, but then I went back on it.
Okay.
A cell phone so that I could try
Cell
to
phone.
reach for help.
Tent and
A survival guide. That's a really
Survival.
good one.
I feel like a
Survival
survival guide would help. A tent would help. But the cell phone probably won't have any service
The
if you're on a
survival-
desert island.
no,
the
see,
survival guide is.
you have
is-
not watched Naked and Afraid, have you?
That
You know
show's
what I would
fake
bring?
as fuck.
I don't care, but you still. I'm just. Whenever it's on, I just go, okay, let's see who quits out.
Oh fuck, shoes. Shoes would have been really good.
Do you know what I would bring?
What's that?
A knife,
Okay.
a sharpening stone,
Okay.
and one of those little flint scratcher things.
To make a fire.
I would probably.
Actually, I wouldn't even need a sharpening stone because
I'd get a hatchet. I'd get a hatchet.
Mm.
I would
Full-size
survive,
axe.
unlike you guys.
Fire
Full-size axe.
starter. And a steel cup.
Steel cup. Why a steel cup?
Okay, so when you're deserted on an island and there's waters around you, how are you
No.
gonna drink water?
And none of that water is actually good, so you're going to have to boil it.
Yeah.
You can't boil it in your hands. You
Oh,
have to
that's a
boil it
good
over
one.
steel.
Good
You can
job.
use the hatchet to build your tent or makeshift tent, and
Mhm.
still use it.
I should.
And the
I should
fire
have said
starter.
survival kit
Survival kit.
True, that, you know,
because usually those come with a survival guide.
Right.
and some tools. Usually have a fire starter in it, and
Yeah.
Actually, one great thing would have half a mile of twine.
yes,
That's probably a really good one.
Because that's one item. It's really fucking long.
yeah, you can use
definitely
that
use it.
twine for anything.
Yeah,
long
you can
time.
fish.
Yep.
Fish, make
You
make
can tie your
clothes,
roof together.
Right.
make shoes, so you're not just barefoot.
Oh yeah. You can wrap your feet around it.
Mm-hmm.
You can make chanclas.
Yeah.
Really, really.
It's a half a mile of twine.
Make traps.
A knife would be good because you can tie it to a stick and you can, like, spear animals.
Yeah, that too.
I think
Because you have the twine to do that.
the cell phone's not a bad idea.
Just call someone like, get the fuck over here to me.
But
Yeah.
if
Get me off
I mean,
of this island.
I guess cell phone towers suck, but like.
if you're on a
sometimes-
what was it, deserted island? That's what it said.
There ain't no service.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd get service. That's the thing, you know.
Yeah, probably. But maybe I did. And maybe I'm not a chump.
Think of being like
but
on
maybe I'm
Leon
not
U.
that chump living on the island while you assholes are still there.
Think of like
You know, the funny thing is, it would be like the same island separated into 3 chunks. And then, like, as I'm getting rescued, I'm like, haha, fuck you guys. As I'm getting rescued, I'm flipping you off.
think of Arrow being on Leon U. There's
Yeah.
no
And the
service.
helicopter pilot's like, what about those two guys?
No, fuck those guys. Grab the, punch him in the face, just fucking take over. Crash.
Crash.
Yeah, you crash.
the helicopter.
Hey guys. About that whole fuck you thing.
So,
It's just
so
kidding.
actually, this just reminds me of something. So, we're playing a lot of GTA 5.
Oh my god.
It's Grand Theft Auto 5.
Mm-hmm.
And in Grand Theft Auto 5, there is this thing called heists. So what you can do with a group of 3 other friends, is you can do missions essentially to eventually do a heist, either to break somebody out of prison, to rob a bank, to...
We just got to the big bank mission, by the way.
No shit. Okay.
So it's about to get real.
So you can do all these like things, and it's like a bunch of little missions that lead up to this big thing, right?
All online, by the way.
All online. So sometimes the service can suck. And there's this thing in the game. At one of these missions that we were doing, I should say, was we were breaking somebody out of prison, and right at the end of the mission, we had spent about 2 hours already of our time.
Yes.
We had spent 2 hours, and
we had to spend
each person,
2 hours more.
Each person delegates, essentially, is given a task.
A job, yeah.
So 2 people go break the person out of prison. One person flies a plane, and the other person flies a helicopter.
Yeah. Like
I flew that. Hey, let me finish, bitch.
I was explaining jobs, but go ahead.
Yeah. So
you do you, boo-boo.
So Darian and somebody else did the rescue the person. Somebody else did flying the plane, and I did flying the helicopter.
Tom did the plane, and then it switched to Joe.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, we're at the end of the mission, right?
We've
wasted 2 hours on this. We're fucking going nuts about it. And I'm on my way on this helicopter going to pick these guys up at a beach.
Because we parachute out of the plane.
Yeah, they parachute out of this plane, land on the beach, and I'm supposed to go pick them up.
Mm-hmm.
We have 0 lives in this mission.
Because we're doing it on hard because we want the extra XP and more money.
Mm-hmm.
If you die once, you have to restart that whole mission
over again, like from the beginning.
I go pick them up on the helicopter. They all get on, and Joe parachuted
far out into the ocean.
So he ended up having to swim over, and I'm like, "It's all good, Joe. I'll go pick you up." And Joe was already getting to the beach. He's like, "No, it's all good. I'm about to get there." And I start flying the helicopter up, and I'm racing it. And I'm not really good with that helicopter.
He didn't raise it high enough. He just started to turn, and it went into the ocean.
I didn't raise it high enough. So let me tell the story, motherfucker. So I'm fucking lifting up the helicopter, and I push forward, and because it's really not that high up, it plummets into the water, and it blows up.
So instead of being done at 11:30 at night,
at a decent time,
we had to do this till 2:30 in the morning.
It was so fucking late when it was a weekend. It was a weekend.
We stopped what we were doing. Had to go all the way back to the beginning of the heist just to switch jobs.
Because I couldn't drive the helicopter. I was like, fuck that. I'm not doing this helicopter anymore.
Gosh.
Fuck you guys. It was so fucking
what's
hard.
What's the plane for?
Okay, so there's 4 jobs. One person was the prisoner. Mm-hmm. Another person is the prison guard. So
we're breaking somebody out of prison.
Yeah, you're breaking somebody out of prison. So the prison guard is taking the prisoner into the place. So you guys have it. So the 2 people are in, so they can break the guard out, break the other guy out, and then there's a guy flying a plane. He's the guy who's going to be flying around and waiting till the prisoner and the guard to be done to break them out, so that everybody can get into the plane.
The person flying the plane is essentially there, so you guys can get away. Yeah, that was my phone.
Oh,
so
and then
everybody gets on the plane. They fly away. The prisoner that we broke out takes the plane, and everybody else jumps out of the plane. So it's his getaway vehicle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he's flying out of the country, and then everybody else gets picked up by the helicopter.
Okay.
But while the prisoner and the guard are getting the other prisoner out, while you're flying the plane, you have jets that are trying to shoot you down. So that's why the helicopter comes in, and you shoot the jets down with the helicopter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's very interesting. It's really fun. It's really, really fun. It's just I fucked it up, and I essentially wasted 2 extra hours out of our time.
Exactly.
To do that mission when we were right at the end.
We were literally at the end.
We were not
once you pick them up
you
on the beach,
fly off into the sunset.
You fly back to the city, and that's it.
That's awesome.
I was really mad. Everybody was really mad at me too.
Yes, we were.
I can see why.
Yeah, no.
Tom was pissed because he got off and didn't get any money, and that's when Joe came in.
Yeah, that's right. That's my dog.
Oh.
Hey, on another note, speaking of things flying around, did you know that in Cleveland back in the 60s, I want to say, or the 70s, maybe the 80s, I think it was the 70s or the 80s, there was a balloon festival where the city of Cleveland tried to let thousands upon thousands of balloons out into the air, and there's a bad storm that happened.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, and it flew
Oh, jeez.
all the balloons into the pier, into the water.
Oh shit.
Huh?
Wasn't it Canada?
No,
yeah,
dude.
there's a bunch of balloons everywhere.
Yeah.
The thing about it is that same day they were doing a rescue mission to find some fishermen that were like stranded or some shit like that that had capsized, and they were like in the water. They never ended up finding them because of the balloons, man.
Oh shit.
So yeah, it cost the city thousands of dollars of damages for for this fucking balloon festival. Or
My
whatever.
dad not only was at the festival, but he has a framed picture of that festival.
No shit, that's
on his wall.
awesome.
That's awesome, dude.
The terminal tower
Is
is
one
just
of the-
surrounded by balloons.
It's one of
In
the
the
worst events that happened in Cleveland, apparently.
I can see why.
Yeah, they fucked up. Like they wasted a lot of money on that too.
And I don't even think they hit the world record.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't remember. But all I know
It's
is
kind of weird because that's a shitload of balloons. Who beat that?
Yeah.
That's what I want.
it was crazy though.
It cost people's lives to set that record.
Yeah, I think
Somebody
there was
else
a
beat
lot
it.
of people injured too, and a couple people died.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. It was like thousands of balloons
Something
that weren't
like that,
supposed
yeah.
to. That we're not supposed to fucking fly somewhere. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't make noise, does it? Barely. Yeah. Just step away from the mic when you do it,
Yeah,
and
we
remember to
don't-
get closer when you're talking.
We don't want our audience
Yeah.
to think that.
See, there you go.
You smoke weed.
I'm not
That's
Smoke
what-
weed every day. He's not smoking
No,
weed.
that's what it sounds like. Because
It's a
Tom has
Juul.
his big vape thing when he plays GTA with us. It literally sounds like he's taking a hit off a bong.
I didn't think that because I don't do drugs.
You know, if
Bad Darian.
I'll bet you if Tom knew about these and how wonderful they are, he would buy one instead of his giant ass vapes.
He likes a lot of smoke.
Yeah, he's one
He
of
likes
them
that
pigs.
thing that fills up his lungs.
It's so
Yeah.
dumb.
It is. It really is. You're
They-
just doing it
I
for
feel
the
like there's
nicotine.
more chemicals in it to make those massive clouds
Yeah.
than there needs to be.
Did you guys know that there's professional whistlers?
Mm-hmm.
Professional.
And there's
whistlers.
competitions and like orchestras and things like that with people whistling.
Whistling, huh?
Whistling.
Whistling.
What is whistling?
Hey, my
though?
accent kicked in. Fuck you guys. But yeah, there's orchestras
No
and shit
kidding.
like that.
I'm
of
okay
people
with whistling, but I
Like,
need to go
I've
back
se-
to this
I've seen-
whistling.
I've seen this like guy, and he like did like Flight of the Bumblebee with it, and it was like fucking crazy good.
I gotta hear that.
Kind of sucked. Yeah, I'll look it up right now. Vamp. While you guys are doing that.
Well, I think it was either like this past week or the week before. You guys know how what was his name? Fuck. The guy that does the Talking Dead afterward. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, Chris Hardwick.
Yeah, Chris Hardwick. Apparently, he's going back after all those allegations. His one ex-girlfriend
And he
put all those
What was
allegations.
his allegations?
Like
That
he
she-
was abusive, controlling,
Hmm.
and like I think she even said like raped her.
I found it. Yeah, that whole controversy.
That's where you're
sucks.
gonna.
Yeah, but no. What I think is good about what happened is how the company handled it.
Yeah,
like
a
they
lot of
said,
people-
they suspended him upon doing the investigation, and once the investigation was over and he was cleared of all charges, they're like, yeah, he's coming back.
Good.
Yeah.
So I think
That's
what
that's
they did.
worthy. A lot of people don't do that.
Yeah,
No, they
they
just-
don't.
they
They
get-
let fucking what's his name go? The person that did the
Danny Masterson.
no.
that guy.
The what's the
I think
the
Danny
movie?
Masterson's guilty.
Not the
No,
Avengers
he said
movies.
he was cleared of all charges.
Was he really?
Yeah,
Well, then
Race-
they should put him back on the show.
it's Netflix.
He made the show.
He was one of the executive producers.
Yeah,
if
let
I'm
him
Well, not only that,
mistaken.
but his main character was like
big
50% of that show.
yeah, one of the reasons why I watched it.
That was the only reason I watched it. I mean, Ashton Kutcher can do anything, and
He yeah.
Sam Elliott's old as fuck.
Yeah, he
So
is.
nobody's watching it for him.
No, they're not.
He was still pretty funny though. I ain't gonna lie about
The way he delivers his lines is pretty funny.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we'll be right back. I'm gonna show these guys this thing, and we'll talk about it, I guess.
Bye now.
Right?
Oh, hey, actually, this is a great time for an ad.
Hey guys, this is Joe from the Designated Drinkers Podcast. If you like us, why don't you send us a review on iTunes or Podbean? Also, why don't you join our Facebook community? We post a lot of fun and inviting things that I know you'll enjoy. It's like listening to the podcast, but it's all the time on social media. So how can you not love something like that? Send us your comments. Send us questions we can use on the podcast. Also, send us videos. We love to be a part of your lives because you're a part of ours pretty much every Saturday, right? So give it to your friends. Share it with your friends also. They'll probably like the podcast. In fact, I know they will. And as always, keep on drinking, guys. We love you.
Just whistling. He's using his...
Yeah, he was just whistling, man. But it was fucking
awesome.
great. I think it was good.
Yeah.
People have weird talents. I think I'm pretty A-okay whistler myself, but I don't think I could do a competition for it.
I want to learn the dad whistle.
The dad whistle.
The dad. You never had the dad whistle happen to you, where like you're playing out with your friends with your.
Oh
yeah.
yes, I know.
And where it's that loud, high pitched whistle that like
My
once
dad
that thing is
like,
set.
oh shit!
I got to get home, guys. I'm in
Dad's
trouble.
calling
You
me.
guys, I'll have my dad do it when he comes up here. But
Or
he
even
does his whistle and he goes, but like it's super loud. And
Yeah.
to this day I want to do it. Like when I communicate with if Ashley and I separate, and anybody that goes to the store with me will know that if I'm trying to find you, I'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all I'll do the entire time as I'm walking around. And people look at me like a weirdo, but I'm like, fuck you guys. It works because every single time.
Yeah.
Every single time. No, if you do Marco Polo,
Everybody does. Polo.
everybody does fucking Polo. Especially at Walmart.
Yeah.
Like Marco, everybody will be like, Polo. And
The
then you
whole
look and it's
store.
like some fucking like assholes over there like,
Fuck you!
hey, I'm trying to find my family here, kid. I'm lost. Have you seen my mommy?
It's either the dad whistle or I want like the Dr. Cox whistle from Scrubs.
What's the Dr. Cox whistle?
Hold on, let me get it. All right, it's
After this, I have a socio-political debate we can bring up.
Socio-political debate. Is it going to be heavy? Mm-hmm. Why don't we do it for the next episode then?
Why, are we almost done?
We're at 40 minutes already. Isn't that
wow.
crazy? Yeah, I know.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I think
It
it's
does.
I think that's like your dad's
You're
whistle.
gonna have to play it again. We weren't listening.
Okay, I'll go back.
I was listening. I'm always listening.
You big brother. Big brother is watching you.
Oh, shit.
I think that's your dad whistle, but
We
not
might.
as high.
We might get a copyright strike from that. No, fuck it. Fuck those bitches.
I don't think so. As long as you say
It's
rights
commentary.
that were strictly
Yeah.
for this video at this time.
Yeah, it's
If you give
technically-
credit to it,
Well-
there's
falls
no
under,
copyright
it falls
infringement.
under fair use because we're commenting on it.
And if it's on YouTube,
It's a shitty
it's
whistle.
already public.
I always wanted to know that do that whistle though.
Yeah, I know
I
the feeling.
really want that dad whistle so I can just whistle outside my house really loud and be like my kid be like, oh shit, I gotta go. Like my
Yeah, but
dad's
that's a really
pissed.
happy whistle, I feel like. Because you're like, oh boy, there's cake.
Oh, I need another beer.
I just got one. Guinness. Breakfast of Champions.
Right.
Oh, I got something.
Oh, hey, Darian. Hey, Darian.
Carlo.
Do you love me? Are you
Fuck
with
you.
me? That a bad and a dick right beside me.
God damn
Dude, he fucking okay. So Darian has this. Have you heard that Kiki song?
I don't listen to it.
Don't. Just, no, God, no. Alright, let me first fucking tell you this. Guy at work, I didn't even know this song was fucking out.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy was like, he was saying like, Kiki, do you love me? I was like, why do you keep saying that literally every 5 minutes?
This falls under fair use. Cause I want you and I need you.
Drake's new song. I've been saying
Oh,
this for a while
yeah.
now.
Okay.
That falls
Drake-
under fair use because we only did like a couple seconds of it.
Drake is the Nickelback of rap.
I don't think so. I like
He is.
Drake. He makes billions of dollars, and we don't.
Still,
So he must be doing something
so does
right.
Nickelback, but everybody still hates Nickelback.
No, Nickelback does not make as much money as Drake does.
I
You know
agree.
what?
Drake is still making music.
Right? Hey, hang on. What's the okay? Let's.
P. Diddy makes more money than most.
I think he's a producer
Probably.
though, right?
Yeah, he
Same
owns
with Dre.
and Jay-Z. Jay-Z owns, I think, 80% of the buildings
What is
in New York.
Drake's net worth?
Oh God. Well, think about it. He was on that.
Roughly.
From Wealthy Gorilla, Drake's net worth is estimated to be roughly $60 million as of 2018.
That's not much.
$16 million.
That's
Not
not
much
a
at
lot.
all. Look up Jay-Z's net worth.
But if you think about it, I do have to respect Drake enough because he was on that one show,
Degrassi?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He literally took all that Degrassi money and put it into his
I told
rap
you.
career.
I told you.
JC's net worth is $810 million.
Yeah, dude, the guy's fucking loaded.
And then
Actually,
Nickel-
look up
hold on, I'm looking up Nickelback's.
the lead singer.
Oh,
Isn't
well,
he dead?
what's his
Of
name?
Nickelback? No.
No,
I don't
Okay.
know. Nobody cares.
I don't know. A lot of them are committing suicide nowadays.
Goddamn phone.
I believe the most wealthy musician alive today is Andrew Lloyd
He
Webber.
married Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne?
Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne.
She's so hot.
Who did?
that guy from
The
Nickelback.
guy from Nickelback?
Yeah.
She's so hot.
Well, both their careers are washed up. So,
I drink her
Oh
pee
wait,
just to see where
they
it came
were
from.
married and now they're separated.
Oh, sweet.
Never
I got a
mind.
chance.
Yeah, dude. Me too.
I drink her pee just to see where it came from.
look up Andrew Lloyd Webber's net worth. That'll
Wait,
blow
I'm looking
your
up.
mind.
What is Chad? Chad Kroger. That's his name. Kroger net worth. Ha, 60 million.
I mean,
He's the same as Drake.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's got to be making more. Drake's
But
net
think
worth
about
is
it.
probably more.
He probably
Drake-
blows all of his
Drake
money
disappeared
on
for a
stupid shit.
while. He was on a
Yeah, he did
hiatus.
disappear for a minute. Oh, who am I looking up?
Andrew Lloyd Webber. He wrote a lot of musicals for Broadway. So he's technically a musician.
Would he?
Andrew.
He is.
But if he wrote it, did he do the music himself?
Mhm. Yeah, he wrote all the music.
Okay, never mind then.
$1.2 billion.
And then after that, I think Paul McCartney's second in the running for richest.
Damn.
He might be worth more. Paul McCartney's got to be the richest, like, rock star.
Yeah. And then
In the
there's
world.
Aerosmith's lead singer.
Steven Tyler?
Yeah, he looks like a woman.
I don't think he's worth that as much as you think.
The song "Dude Looks Like a Lady" fits that perfectly.
Dude looks like a lady. Ha.
That's me.
Huh?
That's me. Dude looks like a lady.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, I think it's about that time of the day, Nick. Do you know what time that is? Time for our Reddit question. Oh shit! I jumped the gun. I have no Reddit question yet.
Wow.
You guys keep talking.
Just wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
just wow. Oh,
So
wow.
since I was
So do
talking
you-
about
do you
my
like-
my
do you go ahead.
no, you go.
No, please.
You sound like you got something going. I was just gonna say some bullshit, so you just go.
That was basically bullshit. But are you a Guinness man or a Killian's man?
I'm Guinness all the way, dude.
Me too.
Guinness.
It's
Yeah,
the
I love drinking it out of the glass though. That's
Out of a
that's
glass?
my yeah
draft. Oh,
draft. Yeah,
at a bar, a
I
draft
l-
Guinness.
I was talking to one of the guys
Ooh,
who's
this is a good one.
okay. I guess I'll just put my
No,
story.
go
on
ahead.
hold.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So one of the guys at my work, who's like straight off the boat from Ireland,
That's awesome. I want to meet him.
he's been going back and forth for years, and he's like, yeah, I think he said his
yeah.
best friend who used to live there, and then he came back here. He was like, yeah, after drinking Guinness over there and coming to drink Guinness over here, it's disgusting. Like you got to like pretty much start back at like
To drink it here?
yeah, like the Guinness over there is like 10 times better than the Guinness here.
I'm not surprised. It makes sense.
Well, yeah, no, it makes sense, but he was like, yeah, his buddy was like, he had to reset his beer taste buds. Like he had to like just start like for like straight 2 years, he had to like drink like Bud Light.
Well, if I never
And
go to
then-
Ireland, or if I ever go to Ireland, remind me don't drink their Guinness.
Apparently.
Oh, fuck that.
No,
I'm gonna
you should
drink.
fucking do it though, because you'll
Well, then
know,
I'll never wanna drink
you'll
it
know
again
what you're
when I come
missing.
back.
You know what you're missing.
But I don't want to live there.
You're gonna grab the
No,
Guinness.
what you
you're
do
gonna
is you
take-
send some home.
Hold up. You're gonna grab the Guinness. You're gonna take a sip. Oh God, this is gross. I'm
Oh,
Nick.
fuck you. You know what it is? One of us will go, we'll bring some back and be like, we're just going to sit here and be like, we're going to watch.
I really want to go to Ireland.
I
would
do
li-
too. It's the most beautiful
Ireland,
country.
Scotland.
Scotland's okay.
Spain.
The reason
those
I
are
don't
the-
want to
those
go
are
to
the top
Scotland is because
countries.
England is cold as fuck, and Scotland's north of England.
The UK.
Yeah,
I would
I
love
think
to
it
visit
would-
the UK.
I want to go to
I'd
London.
cheat on my wife though, probably with some
went to
British
England?
woman. Yeah,
There's some
It'd be
hot
worth
British
it.
chicks.
Yeah,
Just
I
make
know.
sure you get a hall pass.
right. No, probably it won't happen.
Fuck it.
It won't
do
happen.
If I ever travel out of the country,
All of a sudden they give me that the
then again, if
accent.
my wife ever traveled out of the country, I'd be like, you know what?
If I went to Ireland,
What
and
I
a
don't know
hot
won't
ass-
hurt me,
No, what it would
just so that I could do it when I live.
Wait.
That's what it is.
it'd be like Ireland and a hot ass redhead. It'd be like, just say one word to me. I'd just be like, we're having a hall pass, Nicole. Go do your thing.
It's like,
I'm gonna
on
be
top
here.
of the evening to you. Are you American?
Or a Russian woman speaking Russian.
The
Oh
moment
my
I hear
God,
that
a
accent, my
Russian
pants
woman-
just drop.
A Russian woman from Russia, I'd be like, Put the handcuffs on me, baby.
Right.
Let's go.
I'll mail order you here now.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you're in Russia, man, she owns your nuts.
Yes.
Oh, I'm fine with it. She'll own them.
All right. So
I wouldn't
Like,
pull
you
out.
get on your knees.
I wouldn't pull out.
Oh, me neither.
She'll cut it off, man.
Oh,
Would it-
I'm fine with it. She'll be.
The
It'll be
last and best
Velcroed.
do ever.
We're at the Ask Reddit question of the day now, and this is from user Boris of Mir.
Boris. Sounds like my
You were
kind
offered
of a dude.
$100 million, but you have to leave the country within an hour with kids and spouse, and cannot tell or contact anyone else ever again. Where do you go? What do you do? Go.
I go to England.
You go to England.
Yep. Most commerce, most entertainment, most opportunities
Okay.
in England for me. Anywhere else, I can't understand their languages, and it would be much harder for me to get a job. England is the most westernized country in Europe.
I go to Canada. Because it's
Oh,
right
God
next
damn it.
door.
I didn't think about that.
I go to Canada.
So much easier.
Yeah, it is
Fuck.
so much easier. They do a lot of like Hollywood recordings there.
Right.
You know, it's
Trailer Park Boys are
Yeah,
there.
everything.
Toronto is the biggest city in
Yeah.
North America.
and Peru, you know, but that's vacation time for me.
$1 million.
Do you
Just
need to
1
talk?
million?
Hey, hang on.
100 million.
Oh, 100 million. Okay. Where would you go?
I just said.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
Nobody asked.
No. Why would you go to Japan? Your 100 million would be like
100
gone like that.
Right.
No, it wouldn't.
Japan's super expensive.
Think about
I'll
all.
never be able to go without it. So.
So what? You'd want to buy used panties out of vending machines?
No, but you can buy cards out of vending machines in Japan. Can you really? Oh, yeah. Actually, they're bringing them here. It started in Germany
No shit.
with BMWs and Porsche
So
and
what?
Volkswagen,
You just go
and then it went
instead
to
of a
Japan.
dealership, you just go to.
It looks like a giant parking garage.
That's gonna like take so
But it-
many jobs away.
Yeah, dude, look it up. It's called. I've been hearing ads for it. It's called Carvana. They're bringing it to America.
Man, I don't support that shit.
Literally, you can like go up, put in. Obviously, this is for the super rich. You go
Yeah.
up, put in your credit card, and out comes a Mustang. And you can just drive it away. Look it up right now. It's incredible.
No, I believe you. I'm just trying to think of.
Car vending machine. What? Okay, think about the amount of machinery you have to put into this. Also,
Think of like how if it probably started in L.A. because that's probably where like most of the rich
or
are.
New York. There's
It's
more
pretty-
rich
it's pretty
people in New York.
cramped.
Yeah,
It's pretty cramped. I
Where you
think in
gonna put
I think in L.A. you could probably get like a warehouse where you could have that. You could have that, car variety.
and you got enough highways in L.A.
Yeah, to do that. I don't know.
I wish I had the money.
Yeah, wish I could
I
get.
hate car salesmen.
I hate the
can't stand
over
them.
eager car sales.
Well, think about how much extra money they tack on to the price of a car
True.
just to compensate for their commissions
True.
and to compensate for their individual dealership to house that car and to get the rights to sell that car and to do all the financing and all the paperwork. That car is marked up 110%
True.
than it's worth.
Plus, by the time you're done paying it with the interest, it's already like
Yeah.
$6,000 more than what you
Exactly.
actually what the sticker price was.
Apparently, you're supposed to. I was listening. I was reading some stuff, and apparently, people say buy a semi-used car, like
Shit, what I'm gonna
five
do?
to
certified
10,000
pre-owned?
Yeah,
Shit.
like 5 to 10,000
What I'm
miles
gonna-
because you don't take the depreciation price that you do the moment
Yeah.
you drive it off the lot.
My coworker says that she only buys cars that used to be leased.
I mean, that's
If it was a
smart.
leased car, they instantly like cut the price in half, and there's only however many miles for the 2-year lease.
Right.
So 24,000 miles on a car.
That's not bad at
Half
all.
the price. She said she bought a BMW.
Where'd she
that
go
was
to do
sticker
that?
price. I don't remember. Probably a BMW dealership. She bought a $40,000 BMW for $25,000 with 24,000 miles.
Damn,
That's not bad.
that's not.
Well, that's the price of a new like Ford Focus,
I
and
have
she got a
Ford Focus,
BMW.
and I essentially do pay that much. I paid like
Right?
I paid like 12. I think I paid like $12,000.
Well, dude, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not, but it is.
Wait, you dropped $12,000
And at the
on
year,
that car?
and
Yeah,
the
like,
year
piece
that
of
you
shit.
bought it, it was like pretty new.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
it's a 2014, so I bought it in 2015.
Right,
And
so
it
you
had
got a year-old car.
I had I think 300 miles on it.
Holy
It was a
shit.
brand new car, dude.
Yeah.
But it's a Ford Focus.
Yeah.
So it's a
And
brand new piece of shit.
Dude, that car is such
Like
garbage,
this was just
man.
freshly shat out.
Honestly,
Yeah. You know the thing
people-
about it is I should have brought somebody with me when I went to go check it out, because when I test drove it, it was good, but I wish somebody was in the back to tell me
How it
that,
rode.
No, to tell me that the back seats don't have power windows.
Oh my
so what?
God.
The front two fucking seats do, the backs don't. How stupid is that?
So what? You just got to
I
do
bought
the...
half a car.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
You know what my rule
bugs
of
me.
thumb is?
Mm.
And mostly because I like power in
Mm-hmm.
a car.
My Jimmy was falling apart by then, though. Like the moment I sold it, it was like
That's why I got
when
my
took-
Impala.
when I took it over there, my car was shaking really bad.
Dude, my car, my Blazer, my original Blazer, died in the middle of the road. I had to buy a new car the next day.
Damn.
Yeah.
But my rule of thumb is that I don't buy any car unless it's like a new Toyota or a new Honda.
Mm-hmm.
I won't buy a new car unless it has a V6.
V6,
Because
really?
I know a
So,
V6
isn't a V6
will
more of
last.
a gas guzzler, though?
Yeah, but it will last. That motor will last twice as long as a 4-cylinder.
Okay.
And a V8 obviously will last twice as long as a V6. That's why you can have like a V8 with 130,000 miles on it, and it's still
Keeps
like in
going.
great condition and is worth. It's like costs a lot of money to buy a V8 because that motor will last 250 plus thousand. Actually, my in-laws, their neighbor owns a diesel truck, like a 1999 Chevy diesel, has 450,000 miles on it,
And it's still
and it
up
still
running
runs
nice?
like a dream
Wow.
because it's diesel.
Ashley's fucking her Nissan.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking great, man. And
That's what I'm saying. These,
Nissan knows how to make it.
Yeah.
See, the
Yeah.
American companies try to compete. That's why Ford Focuses and like Ford Fusions and Chevy. What the fuck is it?
Malibu?
Chevy Cobalt
Oh, the Cobalt,
and
yeah.
the Chevy Cruze all come out because they're trying to compete with the Honda Civic
I'm never
and the
buying
Toyota
a Ford
Corolla.
again, though. I
Oh,
tell
you
you
can't,
that. I'm
because-
never buying a Ford again.
American car companies built their entire company on the V6 and the V8.
Yeah.
They can't compete with the 4-cylinder companies because all the Japanese mastered that first.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. We're trying to compete with that. We can't do that.
Oh, but the last thing on the last Reddit question.
First off, last bit. I would never buy a Toyota pickup truck though, unless it was the
Tacoma.
Tacoma's fucking cool looking.
Oh, yeah, the
Oh,
light trucks.
speaking of cars, so for the last couple of days, I think on Saturday last week, somebody dropped off a Jeep Wrangler right in front of my house. Where you guys are parked right now?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody put a Jeep Wrangler right there.
They parked it. Or they dropped it off.
They parked it right there
Uh-huh.
with all 4 windows open.
Don't,
They picked it up yesterday night.
did
so-
you call?
I
Oh, they
should
called
have.
the cops.
I should have. But the thing about it is, do you guys remember that rain? Like the last couple of days,
Yeah.
I looked. I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna be one of those people. I looked inside that car. I didn't open the car, but I looked
you
inside
looked-
it.
yeah.
Because like, it fucking poured rain for 3 days, 2 days straight,
Yeah.
3 days straight.
Oh my god!
And when I looked inside, it looked like a brand new fucking car, like a
What?
brand new Jeep Wrangler.
but it was
So that motherfucking car is gonna be fucking dry rotted all the inside.
Dry rot, and if like the power, if they had power windows, that shit's probably gonna be on the fritz.
Whoa,
hey, good timing. It's gone.
that was weird. It's 2 though.
Which one's 2?
There's still another cord.
There's a cord right underneath.
Oh, it's my cord.
Mm,
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
I'm pausing. This podcast is pre-planned, all of it.
All of it.
All of our jokes are pre-planned. We're really bad at comedy. That's why we do this.
Dude, your doorknob in your bathroom is like really low.
That's because I'm short.
Yeah, obviously.
I pre-planned that.
Oh, you did?
I did.
You actually bought
We-
custom-made doors because
No.
they're that short?
What happened is Nick came in here. He said that to me, and I said it's because I'm short. And I said, you know, the podcast is paused, so we should probably say that again because that was funny to me.
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing is, we have those shock mounts, so you're barely making any noise right now, my dude.
My bad.
So what were we saying?
No. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, we were talking about the Jeep Wrangler,
Oh, that's right.
and
That's
then
all
you
I-
said you had something else to say before we had the technical difficulties.
With the Jeep Wrangler?
Yeah, the
You're
brand
like, I got
new,
something to say about that.
The windows, the power windows, it's gonna be dry
oh, yeah,
rotted.
that just hurts my heart.
Yeah, dude.
Those are amazing cars.
Right?
Yeah. So I don't know why they left it. Like, I feel like they were trying to get
Maybe
like,
they went to
stolen
jail.
or something. Maybe. All I know is that fucking rain was all up in that car.
Or it could have been one of your neighbors saying, "Oh yeah, I'll look after your car."
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's like,
And
why,
never
why wouldn't
put
you
the-
roll up your windows?
Yeah, I know, that's so stupid.
Right?
Maybe
if
maybe
I'm
they left
gone
the
for-
window. Maybe they left the windows open on a rainy day, and they were like, "I'm just gonna leave this windows open for the next couple days so it dries out with the heat, and then it poured again." Wouldn't that be really funny?
I feel like
Right.
you'd be like, shit, it's raining again.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go roll up my windows.
Oh, but for Reddit, what we do at the end is, we have the Reddit question, and then I read the top comment of the Reddit thread.
Mm-hmm.
So for that question, which was, you were offered $100 million, but you have to leave the country within an hour and cannot tell or contact anyone else ever again. Where do you go? What do you do? Somebody wrote, getting out of the country is the easy part. Finding a wife and kids to take with me is going to be really tricky. And then somebody read underneath it wrote, not if you have $100 million.
Right.
Not if you-
But Darian didn't answer that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, shit. Well, go ahead and answer it.
Shit.
We'll
I like both of your
start-
guys's.
Start with a country. Start with a country.
Maybe just all of Europe.
All of Europe.
You would move to all of Europe.
Well, like I'd start
You
off
travel
somewhere.
Europe.
Yeah.
So you'd
I'd
go to
just,
like hotels and shit.
Like if you're in like frickin' Spain or something, like
Yeah, I
Italy's
got
like
you.
a 45-minute drive.
That's
could,
true.
You could legitimately live there for months and months.
The
without any
continent
shit.
of Europe is like the size of America's like East Coast.
Is it
Yeah.
really?
It's not that big.
It's not that big.
You
Russia
could go.
takes up most of it, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
count
Russia-
I don't count Russia as Europe.
Yeah.
Russia-
It's part of
its own-
Asia, I believe.
Is it?
It's more Russia branches more into the East Europe, I think it is.
Well, I'm pretty sure Russia is part of Asia because if it wasn't, Europe would be the biggest continent.
I don't know. I wouldn't know that.
I'm pretty sure Asia is the biggest continent.
I don't know.
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, because Asia
Oh,
consists
because
of
India,
China,
China,
and-
Japan, right?
No, Japan's
Mongolia is pretty big.
Is there Mongolia still?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We're fucking idiots. That's what it is.
Actually, it's
We
kind of
haven't had
funny
to take a
because
history
Russia.
class. We haven't ta-
Russia is part of Asia.
We haven't had to take history class in a while.
And it's funny
right?
because Russia, 90% of it is uninhabitable.
Oh yeah.
Really?
That massive continent, they own all of it, but most of it you can't live because it's so damn cold.
So
You know,
damn
the terrain is all mountains.
The top thing
Yeah.
it said is Russia in Europe or Asia, and the answer is the other eastern part of the country is part of Northern Asia, and is known as North Asia. Is also called Asian Russia or Siberia. Siberia.
Yeah,
Do
Siberia.
you think they look Asian?
No.
In Siberia?
Oh, dude, my back just passed really bad.
My
oh,
back's
that hurt.
I don't think so.
Oh fuck, that hurt like a bitch. I'm getting old.
Because I feel like
Siberia
Russians,
used to be the gulag of Russia, where they'd send like all their bad of the
Yeah,
bad or
that was
criminals.
That was the banishment.
Yeah.
Essentially, I'd rather take death than go to Siberia.
Actually, England, funny note, in like medieval times, for their banishment of their worst criminals, do you know where they sent them?
Australia.
Australia.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's a
And they
bunch
were
of criminals,
so
right?
bad, they were such hardened criminals that they figured out a way to survive. And they created a whole race of people.
I
and
mean,
now they're like a massive country. They're all descendants
here.
of violent criminals.
Yeah, and somehow a lot of the people from Australia are really, really hot.
yes.
Just saying.
Yeah, but I would never go there.
You
I think
wouldn't?
I would.
No,
To
God,
visit.
no. Dude.
I would like to go to Australia.
The spiders in Australia are as big as your lamp on average.
The sharks are crazy too.
The
But
sharks, the snakes,
I'd just go to the.
The
whole country's
dingoes.
tra- Well, apparently
it's full of things that
yeah.
want to kill you.
Yeah, but apparently I was listening to some podcasts and they talk about the fact that that's usually the outback though. That's not like
The
cities and
cities.
shit
Yeah,
like
that shit
that.
can get into the cities. Come on.
Right.
Do you think a
still, I think it would
spider
be
the
nice
size
to
of
visit.
Thor is afraid of the town?
I think
Right.
it'd be nice to visit, though.
I would like to visit it. And I think
Sydney. I would see Sydney. I would never see the Outback. Fuck
Yeah.
that shit.
Or just maybe just just drive through.
just so that I can find Nemo.
Do you know the mosquitoes in Jumanji that could snap through your windshield? They live in Australia.
Yep,
No, they
fuck
don't.
that.
Those are fake.
Of course they're fake. They're CG. You can't put those real things on set. They'll kill
I mean,
people.
after
I
seeing
feel like you're
what those
fucking with me
spiders
right
are in
now.
Australia, I could have honestly believed what you just said with those damn mosquitoes. I was like, yeah, if the spiders are that big, I could believe
I
those
think they're
mosquitoes
called
were.
hawk spiders, right, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
There's also camel spiders in the desert.
Yeah.
That's actually the
no.
biggest spider in the world, I believe. Mm-hmm. It's disgusting.
Just no. No thanks.
Are they
nope.
carnivorous?
Oh yeah, dude. They're called camel spiders because they actually group up in packs, of packs of 30 to 40, and they take down camels.
No shit.
They kill and eat camels.
Nope.
You know, I was reading this
Nope, nope,
article
nope.
about how this guy wants to move a bunch of rhinoceros to Australia.
Is there a reason?
Well, they're going extinct due to poachers.
Just regular
So they want
rhinos?
to put it in a place where people actually give a shit.
Yes.
It's not a bad
The
idea.
same habitat.
But they also
It's-
hire people to kill poachers also, which is awesome.
Did
in
you
my
guys hear
book.
about those 4 poachers that got eaten by lions?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So actually, they don't know if it was 4. So what happened?
They found 8 boots.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The thing is, I guess it was a bunch of poachers, walking into the savannah, and they accidentally ran into a den of lions and got mauled to death.
Good.
And the thing about it is, they do not know how many of them there were because they found they found a couple
Tracks.
boots and shit, tracks and boots and stuff, but they're not quite sure because there's
nothing left.
Nothing
The
left.
thing also that aggravates me seeing people repost this, people on Facebook hunting and shit like that, is you don't know the full story. Some of these
That's true. I
city,
know where you're going with
villages will pay you to kill them because they're harassing the animals are harassing the village and causing
Yeah.
destruction.
Mhm.
And
I get that.
that. There was a story that
So I
a lady posted a picture of her hunting a giraffe,
yeah,
and she had the picture of the dead giraffe, and she was happy about it, and everybody gave her so much shit, and then and I was pissed. I was why would you hunt such a big, beautiful, innocent creature like that?
I guess it was
Until,
sick or something like that,
Well,
right?
no, it was old, and it was the dominant male that could no longer produce in that group of giraffes.
I remember some
and it
blonde
would
lady,
fight-
right?
Yeah, it fought off. This giraffe fought off all the other male giraffes that were able to mate and keep producing with the females because he wanted to be the dominant male and he would fight them and kill them.
yeah.
But he couldn't produce any other.
That's what
offspring
I
anymore.
don't. That's what I don't like about media. If the media would just give the full story, I think
You're talking about social media or media?
Media,
on its own,
media.
media.
the
I'm
news
sure
stations.
I'm sure that probably came up on the per se regular media came up on the news stations this woman's getting all this crap for killing this giraffe kind of thing. If they
Yeah.
would have gave the full story, spent 5 to 10 minutes explaining, then people wouldn't get all bent out of shape about
We
it.
should hold this because that's exactly the socio-political debate that I want to go
Yeah,
into.
yeah, we're gonna go into the next episode, but I want to say
To be
thank you.
continued.
We'll order the last episode. Because maybe I'll post the next one. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know what I'm doing with myself. Anyways, thank you for joining the Designated Drinkers podcast. My name is Carlo.
Darian,
Okay. Thank you for joining the Designated Drinkers podcast. My
I thought
name
he
is
was pointing
Carlo.
to you.
Oh, God damn it. Thank you.
Just leave this whole thing in.
I
just
guess.
leave. Just fuck it. Just fuck it.
Thank you for joining the Designated Drinkers podcast. My name is Carlo.
Darian,
And Nick.
We are the Designated Drinkers. Keep on drinking.
bye now.
See ya.
friends in the fridge to help me out.
This has been a Fat Lowell's Radio production. To hear more shows like this, go to soundcloud.com/FatLowellsRadio.